Yo, what up, what up? This is your boy King Siri straight from Busy Home Beats, and in today's video, I'm just going to give you secrets in having a great or a very nice mix. So first of all, I don't know why people always focus on the vocal mixing alone. So for you to get a very nice mixing, it's not only about your vocals or anything. You right? You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So first of all, let's listen to the beat. Then after that, I'll just give you tips and tricks in actually getting a very nice mix for your song and everything here. All right, so let's listen. Okay, so that's just a normal beat that I just played, that I just want to use it to explain certain things to you over here. Okay, so for you to get a very nice mix, most of you have been focusing on the vocals alone. They want their vocals to sound nice and so that their song will actually be nice. Now here is the one secret that you're supposed to understand. For you to have all these days this kind of Afrobeat and Afrobeat that we've been listening to and stuff, for the song to be very nice, I mean your beat supposed to be dope and nice, right? Before you can actually see that the song is actually nice. Even the vocalist doesn't perform well or anything, because the beat is actually nice and clean, it makes the song very nice. So what you're supposed to know and make sure you always attend to it whenever it comes to mixing your song from beat section to your vocal section. Make sure your beat is actually sounding nice and clean and yes, because for you to have a very heavy mix, it depends on the beat. It doesn't depend on the vocals. You understand? For you to have a very light mix, as in your beat is not your song is actually not heavy, it depends on the beat. That's the low end, the kick and the bass. You understand? So if your song is sounding very light and it's not heavy, people are saying your song is not heavy, it's very light and stuff, then it depends on your kick and your bass. It's not about the vocals. You understand that? If you're having a very noisy sound over here, it's not about your vocals, it's about your high ends. You understand? Your high ends, to find the vocals too is part of the high ends. You can treat the vocals high ends, but if your beat high ends is actually not treated properly, no matter what you do, your song is not actually going to sound nice. So make sure you really attend to beat very well. Make sure that it's sounding good and clean and very nice. If you are able to do that, then trust me, your vocal mixing becomes very easy for you. You understand? Yes. So whenever it comes to the mixing, it's not necessarily about your vocals alone. People always say, oh, when they contact me, my vocals is not actually making this. It's not about, but when you listen to the whole song, the track they send you, let them send it to you, listen to it and stuff, you get to understand that it's not about your vocals alone. Just make sure you are treating your beat properly. If you listen to this song, the kick is actually hitting right. Is that not it? Yes, and the bass too is actually sounding great. So if you play a very nice beat and you are not treating your beat very well, no matter how good or best the vocalist is, perform the vocals very well and nice, if your beat is not actually in the right sense or it's not actually sounding good, no matter what you do, the song wouldn't be nice for you. You can actually testify to it at this time around. If your beat sound nice and everything, no matter how the performance of the vocal, I find the vocals also play an important role in it. But if the beat is not actually sounding good and clean and very nice, if your vocalist is actually 100% good and stuff, yeah, you perform better, but you always suffer in mixing your song. I mean, in making the song sound good. That's what I'm talking about. So if you are mixing a song, really pay attention to your beat well. Balance your frequencies well. I mean, gain stage it very well. I always tell you the gain staging has always been the key to mixing a song. If you're able to mix it well, gain stage it well, then probably you are actually, it's not about, if you are mixing vocals, it's not about your plugins, putting the plugins on it for you to sound great and nice. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just giving you these tips and tricks. People will want to say, oh, just go ahead and just put the effect on it and let us see. Yes, I can go ahead and put the effect on it. You can actually use the same effect and everything on your vocals and stuff, but still you won't get what you really want to get. And do you always ask yourself why you're not getting such thing? You don't. And if you ask yourself, you don't get any answer to it, right? Then I'm telling you today that whenever you are doing your mixing, it shouldn't be more about the vocals or vocals. But if you listen to the song, entire song, if it has not been mixed, the beat is playing, the vocals Two is that it has not been mixed. It sounds nice and great for you, but after mixing, you see that it's not sounding great. It's not only about your vocals, treating your vocals or anything. Make sure your beat is actually sounding nice. The beat has been played well. It sounds, the rhythm and everything is great. Vocal has been recorded well. When it comes to the mixing, pay attention to your beat very well before you even come to the vocals. Make sure the beat is actually moving you. Then you actually start treating the vocals. I always tell you, mixing vocals is not necessarily, it's not about anything special. That if you don't actually do this, if you don't have much experience about it, you always think that you have to perform magic by putting all those effects on it just to perform it. Nah, start right from the beat. Trust me, if you think I'm lying, just start experimenting this thing and see. If you have any song that you're actually going to mix, make sure your kick is hitting right, your bass and everything is separated from all those kind of bad frequencies. Yes, it's hitting right, your snare and everything stands out and they are nice. Then you just push in the melodies and everything to sit right, you can stage it right. Then just put the vocals inside and just try add a little reverb to it without even trying to compress or EQ it, and see how great it will sound for you without even compressing or EQing it. You understand? So make sure you treat your beat properly and everything. So this is a secret that I'm actually trying to tell you. Make sure your beat is actually kicking it. Okay, for you, maybe you bought the beat online and everything. The beat sound nice. The producer make sure that the beat have been mixed correctly and it sound nice for you. So you are just trying to record your vocals to it and mix it. Maybe that's your question, right? Yes. So if you are trying to mix it from an online beat or a purchase beat, that one, you know that the beat has been mixed, it sounds nice for you on its own. Then make sure your vocals is actually being balanced well with the beat. That's the secret. It shouldn't be by you just put almost 4-5 EQs on it, or 3, 2, 4, 7 compressors on it, trying to make sure your vocals is sounding great. That one start from, if the beat sounds right and you then make sure, if you're having a problem with it, make sure your recording is actually nice. Then you start by gain staging it. If your gain stage goes well, the beat, everything, now nothing is actually disturbing each other. I mean, the vocals is not going higher than or playing higher than the beat, or the beat is not overshadowing the vocals, then just go ahead and start treating it using your EQs, your compressor to balance this, and compressing it to, don't be compressing your vocals too much like that. Sometimes use your if in Cubase, just make sure you bring the volumes down manually before you start to use the compressors on it, so that it will work, the compressors wouldn't be working too hard. You get it, for your vocals to sound some robotic, or it will be like artificial kind of voice or anything. You understand? Yeah, so there's a trick that I actually wanted to give you. So maybe next time I'll be doing it practical way for you to see how everything goes. So make sure your beat is tight and everything, then you try to gain stage it with your vocals, and you are actually good to go. Don't be too hard on yourself. This is your boy KSBEATZ. If you like my video and whatever I said over here, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe to this video, this channel, and trust me, more tips and tricks coming your way. It's your boy KSBEATZ, straight from BTB Home Beat, and I'm out.